The room at the end of the hall. Mia never wanted to move into the old house. Something about it felt wrong the moment she stepped inside. The air was heavy, thick with something she couldn't name. The wooden floors groaned under her feet like the house was alive, whispering. Her parents called it charming, a fixer-upper. But to Mia, it felt like a place where things went to die. The worst part, the room at the end of the hall. The door was locked when they moved in. Her father said it was probably just storage, but Mia had seen something strange. At night when the house was dark, a faint light glowed from under the door, and sometimes she heard sounds, a shuffling, a faint knocking. 2. The first night. The first night in the house, Mia couldn't sleep. She tossed and turned, staring at the ceiling, listening to the silence. Then, knock, knock, knock. Her breath caught in her throat. The sound came from the hall. She sat up slowly. The knocking came again. From the locked door. Knock, knock. Mia pulled the blanket up to her chin, heart pounding. The hallway was dark, but the light under the door flickered. Then, the doorknob. Mia squeezed her eyes shut. Maybe it was her imagination. Maybe the house was settling. But then, a whisper. A dry, rasping voice from behind the locked door. "Let me out." Mia scrambled out of bed, heart hammering, and ran to her parents' room. But when she shook them awake, they only groaned. "Go back to sleep, Mia." She turned to the hallway. The light under the door was gone. The house was silent. Had she imagined it? The next night, Mia dreamed of the locked room. In her dream, she stood outside the door, her hand reaching for the knob. It was ice cold. The door creaked open. Inside, nothing but darkness. Then a figure lunged at her. A woman, pale, hollow-eyed. Her mouth stretched open in a silent scream. Mia woke up gasping. Her bedroom door was open, and down the hall, the locked door was now slightly ajar. Mia refused to go near the door, but the next morning her father tried to open it. "It's just stuck," he grumbled, jiggling the knob. "I'll get my tools." But when he returned with a crowbar, the door was already open. Inside, an empty room, dust-covered furniture, a cracked mirror, a broken rocking chair, and on the far wall, a message scratched into the wood. "Help me!" Mia's mother gasped. Mia's father paled. That night, Mia heard the whisper again. "Let me out." This time it was right next to her bed.